to the comparisons that are inevitably drawn between the Conservative Party and His Majesty's loyal opposition, the Labour Party, is there that much difference now between these two parties? I was listening to Rishi Sunak's big announcement on illegal migration, which mainly focused on fast-tracking those claims of those from safe countries, more processing workers to go through those claims, and some cooperation with the French. It looks to me like that's pretty much the Labour Party's policy. And then you come to other areas where it's tax, whether it's the highest tax burden since the Second World War, windfall taxes on energy companies, whether it's lowering the threshold for the top rate of tax. So we're one of the most highly taxed G7 countries now. Only Italy has a higher top rate of tax. I mean, if you look at all of these issues, is the Conservative Party particularly conservative?
You make an excellent point, Tom, and one that I too have been making for some time. I am not a fan of windfall taxes, and I'm not a fan of the general direction of travel that we have been taking in the last couple of years. You are right. Of course, there is a clever game now that Starmer has started to play, which is he wants to sound as tough on immigration and have a go at high levels of taxation. But everybody who knows the Labour Party and everybody who knows Starmer, who was the chief architect, who made sure that Corbyn, who initially was wanting to vote Leave, then voted Remain. He's the chief architect of Project Rejoin and wanting to get us back into the EU and therefore open our borders completely. Now, I know the Conservative Party has been talking the talk and has yet to completely walk the walk, and that we need to see evidence and we need to see many more flights taking off back to those countries or even to Rwanda to actually get over the cynicism that I believe that the population quite rightly feels about the Conservative Party. And we need to get back to a growth plan which is underpinned by lower taxation. Those are fundamental Conservative principles. So these are things that the Prime Minister needs to really think long and hard about, because there are many MPs just like me who are thinking, when is it that the Conservative Party is actually going to become more conservative? And when is it ultimately going to recognise that the centre of gravity of Conservative policy has moved north now? It's moved out of London and the London suburbs, and it's moved north. And until we recognise that that is what's going to happen, you will see a lot of red wall seats, just like mine, falling back to Labour and unfortunately going back to the type of politics we saw not too long ago. We will be losing that great majority that Boris Johnson delivered for us.